Hello, and it is ZXUBDM 101 here, or Ryan from InfinityMC, and I am here with a tutorial on NBT tags that you can use in the new snapshots and later on 1.7 with command blocks and commands. Most of these commands, however, will not work in chat because there is a chat limit. However, there is none for the command block. So remember that when you do most of these. So the first thing is, I am assuming that you know what these commands normally do. The only thing you don't know is the tags. So this one's giving the nearest player wooden sword, and this tag is called display, and then it has tags inside it. And every tag has these curly brackets around it. And inside of display, you'll have one curly bracket, and then at the end here, this is the bracket from outside display, and this is the bracket inside. And then inside, so now we have name. That's the tag name, and that other second bracket was the end of the name tag, and the name tag has quotes, and it says, "This can rename an item," and then end quote, and then comma, so we're adding a new tag in the same level. So these are both under display. Then we have lore, which is an array. That's why it has normal brackets around here, which means you can have several lines. This says, "This is a line of lore." Those quotes will actually show up. So I can also put a comma and put blah here, and that will also show up as a second line of lore. So I'm going to click done, and then I'm going to pull this, and I've got a wooden sword. You probably can't see it, but this can rename an item. It has a line of lore and blah, so that second line actually did something. And then +4 attack damage is the default for a wooden sword. So that's the name and lore. This is the same one sword, except I have an enchantment on it. Enchantment is an array, so you can add multiple of them. What you do is inside a tag, you do ID 16. You don't have to do ID 16, but you do the enchantment ID and what level it is. And then you can put another comma here to do the same thing again for another enchantment. So this one will give me a wooden sword with sharpness 2. So I got a wooden sword, and you can see it has sharpness 2. Now, this one is very complicated. Let me scroll back through it. Okay. Actually, this needs a slash. Okay, so this is going to give me a wooden sword, I think. Attribute modifiers tag changes the attributes, like that thing that says attack damage. And now we're changing and it's an array, so you can change multiple attributes. And then in the brackets, we're changing one attribute. The name is generic.attack damage, which is the name of it in-game, and then the name, I'm not really sure what it is. I think it's what it displays as. And then we have amount, which is how much. Operation is whether you're multiplying or adding by that much. And then these UUID least and UUID most. I have no idea what it is. I can't find the answer anywhere, so I'm just going to keep it there. So yeah. And now if I do this, it'll give me a diamond sword. That's what it was. With +50 attack damage. So it's even stronger than a normal one. Now here, we have a command block. You know what? Okay, Minecraft command block. This is over here, set block. It'll place a block, one block on top, and Minecraft command block is how you say command block pretty much. So destroy, this is the normal command. In the tag we have command, which is a tag for a command block, which is basically you set the command. And it says /say to the nearest player hi, so it'll say. So the new command block it's creating will say hi if I activate it. So Oh, I think it placed it. Yeah, I placed it under. Never mind. But yeah, that one says /say hi, so it worked. This one, I really gotta scroll through these at the beginning first. This one's very long. It's the tell raw, allows you, it uses only text, only tags, but you can do a lot more cool things, like, first the text tag is, you need quotes around it for some reason, is what text it is, and then extra allows you to do more text with different fonts. So this extra has another piece of text that says your friend in brackets. Those brackets are just displayed normally. Color green, so for this extra part the color will be green. Click event means when you click that new extra part, it'll do this, which is it'll do an action run command, which is the only action I know of. Right, well, I can think of right now. And run command will run a command, and value is the command it'll run. So /tell raw at p good. I don't know why it says tell raw, but I copy and pasted this from another website. But this is going to say good if I click the your friend part, and then hover event means when I hover over the extra text, which is still the your friend part, then it'll do an action show text. Oh yeah, that's the other one, by the way. It'll show text over your mouse, I think, with the value of that'll be fine, which is what it says. So, who are you? And now it says that will be fine, yeah. And if I click on it, it'll say good. So yeah, that's tell raw. It's pretty cool. Some people have done really cool things with that. This one is another tell raw, where it's just displaying some of the things you can do. Like, there's the text, and these are all the different things you can do. You can do color, you can do italic, which for now all of it's false, but you can also do bold. There's underlined. There's strike through, which is like there's a line through it, and then obfuscated, I think, is the one where it changes the character all the time. So I'm going to change that to true to see what it does. Yeah, that's what it is. Anyway, so now this one, summon prime TNT. Fuse is for summon prime TNT. It's a very unique entity, and these are entities I'm going to show you next. Fuse is how long it is until it explodes. In motion, you can use for practically any entity for which direction it moves or whatever, and how fast it's going. So if I activate this, it blew up. I expected that to go the other way, but the command blocks are still there, so that's good. Fireball also works for small fireball and wither skull, which is for the when the wither boss throws wither skulls, you can also spawn those. This has explosion power, which is how powerful it goes, because these objects move until they hit something, then they explode. They don't have enough fuse. And then direction, I guess, is the same as motion for these ones. This is fireworks. This is like the most confusing one ever, so I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible. So this is the summon command. You're doing a firework rocket entity. Lifetime is how many ticks until it explodes. Fireworks item. So this is the properties of the firework is under fireworks item. It has ID of 4-1, count of 1. I don't know why you have to do that. It also has a tag of fireworks. Explosions. So these are the explosions. And the explosion is a array because you can have as many explosions as you want. The first explosion has a flicker, which you get from glowstone. You know, it twinkles a bit after it explodes. The trail you get from a diamond, and like the particles have trails behind them. type is what shape it is. I think 4 is black burst, yeah. 3 is creeper face, 2 is large ball, and 1 is small ball. Colors are what colors are in it. And you can do any amount of colors. And those 3 colors are in that explosion. And then the fade color is what colors it fades into. But for this one, it's exactly the same. And then there's another explosion that doesn't have the flicker, doesn't have the trail. It's a small ball instead, and it has different colors here. So yeah, that's it. So now, oh, my levers got destroyed. I'm gonna need to grab some of those. I'm actually gonna demonstrate that. Well, there it is. Bit glitchy. Well, there we go. So this one will be exactly the same every time. It'll take the same amount of time to launch. And it'll launch in the same place because the tick is always the same. So it's better than using a dispenser. This is equipment on summoning things. So this zombie, it's daylight, so he's going to start dying. But anyway, he has an equipment ID of... The first one's always what he's holding in his hand. This is a sword, some sort of sword. Then it goes feet, legs, torso, head. And I made it wear leather armor also. So you just do the ID. But you can do, like, add enchantments, just like we did in earlier on, to these. So yeah. So there's a zombie with a wooden sword and some of that leather armor. This is the same thing, except he has the thing he's holding has sharpness level 2, and he doesn't have any. Yeah, so he's a diamond sword instead and stuff. Anyway, this is potion effects. I'm making a skeleton with active effects. This is an array, so you can have multiple effects, like always. Effect ID, amplifiers, how much, like what level it is, I guess. Duration is how long it is, and ambient is whether the particles are easier to see or not, because there's 2 types of particles. And then there's another one. I forget which ones these do, but... Oh yes, it's an invisible skeleton that also has, like, something else, I believe. Like jump boost or something. Anyway, this is gonna summon a zombie riding a pig riding a chicken. So this tag is pretty silly, but it's also very easy. So, and you can also add, you know, other tags in between there, so you can make the pig different or something. So then we have a chicken under there who just died. And when it dies, the thing above it also dies. But there's a chicken, the pig was riding, and the zombie was riding that. So yeah. So here I've got 3 command blocks that each summon a minecart with a block in it, but they all stack onto each other. Okay, you know what? I need to change these so that they're all on the same. They all have offset for how tall they are. I'll explain all that later, but first I want to show you. There, now I got a pillar that when you move that minecart, all of them will move. And you can make them diagonal and stuff, so that's the only way to get diagonal blocks in Minecraft, but it's pretty cool. So, what we have is, we have custom display tile. We're summoning a minecart rideable, but we have custom display tile, which is a tag for a minecart that puts a block in it. And 2 is a wool, I think. Display tile 35. Oh no, custom display tile. I'm not really sure, but display tile 35, I think, is wool or something. Display data 5. That's color green. Display offset 16 is how many pixels it is. And the next one has 32 and the next one has 48, so that they appear like they're stacked on each other. But now if I do that, you can see that it actually is 3 separate minecarts. So we've got several more to go. Summon item, count, this is count damage. It'll just summon items. See, that summoned a diamond sword. With like some damage and stuff. This will summon a skull owner for a skull. 3 is player skull, so you need that 3 to be there, and that's just skull. Skull owner, make sure it's my skull. So now if I place this, it shows my skin. So now here, I've got potion effects. They work pretty much the same way as a normal effect thing. You pretty much, it's just a tag for potions that the potions give you that effect when you drink them. So now I've got this potion of resistance that has resistance and jump boost. This just affects the value of that XP orbs give you. So there's the orb and it gives me one. So yeah. This is display color for leather stuff. It'll change the color. Use the same formula before. And that's a red helmet. Here we've got, it looks like I forgot to paste something there. Hope I didn't forget anything. Anyway, this is villager things. Summon villager. This is offers, and you can do recipes. And then in the recipes you do buy, which is what you put in the slots. You can have 2 buys in a recipe. And that's what the villager wants. And then sell is what you get for it. And then max uses is how many times you can use it before it gets disabled. Uses equals what it is how many uses it has already been activated. And profession is what type of villager it is. So there. Now I can trade 10 emeralds for 10 diamonds, which is a fantastic deal as long as you got more villagers over there. And there's a zombie chasing me. Okay, and the last thing is custom names for mobs. This is gonna spawn a zombie several hundred blocks away. And a custom name here, Brian's Minion. And then it'll also have custom name visible tag, so it's visible by 10. So here, Brian's Minion. There. And they're both chasing them. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys next time with some sort of other tutorial. See you guys later. Bye.